we continue with part two. And yeah, Garrett, I want to hear you about the topic of sensitivity. Do you have a story about this to tell?
No, personally, I am very sensitive.
Oh, another one.
Little boy, when I went to primary school, it was all frightening. 'Cause where I grew up, it was a little farm, and there was no neighbors nearby, and then traveling to school for 4 miles, it was a shock, to the system, and I've never
Okay.
got over it yet. I don't think. I think as you get older, you think, well, there's not so many
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's all behind you, so you can take it now as it comes.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You don't.
interesting, right? How this is functioning here. I also can tell you some stories how, in a way, this body got traumatized in like childlike stories. But yeah, it's just another beautiful story. It's innocence at play, you know?
And you can't remove that. What you just said, you can't get that out of your system, unless it comes out itself slowly. You,
There are a lot of people, teachers, I don't know how they are called, who can release your traumas and I don't know what. There are thousands of also with hypnotizing you and I don't know what. But I already knew life is simple. It's fucking simple. And I always wanted to go on the root, on the bottom, not starting with the top where it's complicated, but going on the bottom because I knew it's simple. In a way, chopping the head. Yeah.
I remember the young chap that used to come to Xander's Zooms, or maybe 12 months ago, a year ago, and he was very upset a lot of the time, and he used to put his black glasses on, and you might remember him. And yeah, he
Hmm.
perhaps came 10 or 20 times to Xander's Zooms.
Oh, really? I cannot remember someone with sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm not sure, was he French or no, not too sure, but with an accent, and yeah,
Okay.
mostly he had his black glasses on because he would be he had tears very often, because perhaps life is too much for him, and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say as long as there is me, life is always too much for me.
Always.
Always. More or less,
Well said.
more or less.
Well said.
And coming back to there's not cause and effect. That's very easy to say, no? That's saying there's no time. If there's no time, there's no cause and effect because there are not two. Because yes, we can see cause and effect in a lot of things. In a ball, that yes, I see this level also. But there's no time. Let's a suggestion. How about if that what is happening now is the cause and the effect is something that has happened before? Why not? Not before the cause and now the effect.
So
The
so in
other
a way,
way,
this is
the other way around.
yeah, beautiful, Tony.
Because we are now so grieved and so sad, we invent a story when we
Yeah,
were a child, very, very, very miserable.
yeah,
For example,
and believe that that was the cause, but it's not. Yeah,
who knows?
who
Who
knows?
knows? Who knows? Nobody knows.
Yeah,
But cause and effect is a story.
yeah, obviously so.
yeah.
Obviously so.
It's the definition of the story of all stories, cause and effect,
Absolutely. Time and
life
time.
and time. Yeah. I think we have touched this before. You know, Nagarjuna, that writer Nagarjuna, and he analyzes cause and effect, and he shows us very clear that it's impossible for something to be a cause, because in order to be for something to be a cause and provoke an effect, it it would have to stop existing in order to become something else. It's a bit
No, I love
philosophical, but
this. In Vedanta, in some part of the Vedas, speak about this. There's a Sanskrit word that's apurva. Apurva speaks about that if you do something now, in somewhere remains some energy that whenever is going to act, no? Uh, mm, because this is not lingering the thing, but the effect, this energy is still there, waiting to act in the it's a story, of course, but but
but that's
seems to
that's
have some meaning.
that's the nature of the world of appearances. Cause and effect is the nature of appearances.
Yes.
But we are not just appearances. So I think we can sort of belong to both words, the words of cause and effect, and the words of no cause and no effect, because there is no time.
Mhm. But when you say we are not just appearances, and what about saying we are just appearances?
I have I I would say that I don't like this statement,
Mhm.
but I am not sure I can say why.
No, in order to be an apparent thing, there must be something more real behind. No, there are not appearances and not appearances. I would say there's just this. Is this an appearance or is this not an appearance? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Is this? Is this?
In a way, apparently or appearance shows like that this is like fluctu like coming and going. This has no solidity. This is for me
Unknowable.
unknowable, exactly. So in a way, for me, this is like that's why I like apparently this appearance. It's just like yeah, it's not solid. It's not solid.
Not solid at
Exactly.
all.
It's
Not solid
just
at
an
all
appearance.
because it's nothing. It's nothing being
Yeah,
Like a
everything. Then
mirage, like a
exactly.
mirage. Like I mean, and it's so like imagination, and this is the beauty, and this is the
yes,
wow, just
yes.
this booming imagination, and that's also the joke. That there is where the joy kicks in, so to say. You know, oh my gosh, what is this? Come on, you know,
Right, right, right,
and
right.
And yes,
Yeah,
saying this
it's
is
like
nothing being everything, sometimes that another time that what does it mean? That doesn't mean no. But this, how could be not nothing? No, absolutely it's nothing. It's nothing because it's escaping and collapsing always,
all the time. Yeah,
all the time, and is also as well everything, of course, but nothing.
yeah.
Nothing. That's how it's the nothing part is the important part. It's nothing. And
Yes,
here,
always has
because
been.
you cannot pinpoint anything because everything is already changing, right?
Yes.
I mean, you don't have the existence of something. It's already gone.
Gone.
It's like the rope and the snake. Appearances are the snakes. All this world of appearances is a world of snakes that are imagination, right? They don't really exist because only the rope is there, and not even the rope.
and we all have the experiences like no matter when as a child or adult like imagining something very, very bad, like only in our head. And then seeing, oh my gosh, I imagined this so horrible. And actually, when this happened, it was nothing. It was a joke.
Yeah,
So in a
yeah.
way, this power of imagination, yeah, and this is the saying like your image like belief also, like a strong belief, a belief can kill you, so to say.
Oh, yeah.
And this is yeah, what is this? I don't know. It's just how the cookie crumbles. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, we make up things and then things sort of roll on, and then we add more imagination to the story of things, and they keep on rolling slightly differently, that they come back. But we must always be adding the idea, the notion that there are really things existing. And
exactly.
suddenly we see that
It
nothing can exist really. And
where as long as the sense of me, so to say, the knowing, the me is the knowing, me and my life, it's the separation. As long there is a belief in it or a solidity in it, it's always going to put itself on top. Me and it's always relating to it. So in a way, and that's the
yeah,
suffering. That's the suffering, more or less. It's very simple, because actually it's
exactly.
unbearable. It's unbearable. This is such a burden. Me and
Yeah,
my life. I mean, come on. Impossible, impossible. And that's in a way crazy, isn't it?
completely. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fear is you can't control the fear, though. Can you?
No, you can have praxis, like techniques in a way how to control the fear. You can have everything, but no, of course not. It just
You
plays
can't.
freely.
You can't jump off the 13th floor and say, "So far, so good." Sooner or later, you're going to hit the hit the ground.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, no, you are not going to hit anything. There is just jumping happening and splashed body on the floor, maybe. But it's not about you, Garrett. No one is there in a way controlling to jump somewhere out or I don't know what.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think he meant that.
if it's over very quickly, that's not a problem. But if it doesn't quite end, you're
I guess a lot of people, not like very old people who are in a way like about to die. Maybe they want simply to end the show quicker. And here also like the rules here, how the system is. It's impossible. Like with animals, when they suffer, the doctors maybe quickly will go, yeah, let's let's end it because it's more suffering than anything. But with humans, it's more tricky. I don't know so how liberated this is. This point with death, that is simply not okay. It's bad. So
Yeah.
it's always pro-life, me and my life, but not the illness, not the sickness, not dying. So we have to, and this is, yeah, what to say? It's just, oh, it's hard. It's suffering.
It's so curious because if you look at the big picture, billions of people are being born, billions of people are dying, and this is going on for so many years. And each single person makes such a huge story of his own life as being a separate thing, right? But if you go to the bigger view, every people are being born, people are dying, and everything is so completely ephemeral, meaningless. you
Yeah,
know
totally,
Yes,
totally.
yes.
I remember I used to love very much sports. I like to watch sometimes, but you have those idols, football idols and swimmer idols and
Tennis idols.
tennis idols. Well, I still have some, and I still like Federer. But
Yeah, Yisko.
but when you stop and you see that there are so many young players coming up and so many a little bit older players that are gone, it's just sort of meaningless. It's sort of silly. It's
Again,
just
there's no solidity. It's just a
nonsense.
story. It's just a
Yeah,
story. You can raise up like a star with, I don't know, let's take a rock star with a booming song, and then you're totally forgotten. 1 year
Yeah,
later,
completely.
game over. So
yeah,
the whole, like here, take it here, our friend Trump. I mean, it's
Yeah,
booming, and then at the same time, it's nothing, you know? So what to say? It's unbelievable. Like, the people, it's crazy.
mm,
Let's
yes.
say it's total craziness. It's total
mm,
crazy. It's amazing. I
mm.
cannot get out of this. Wow. Wow, like
Okay.
inventing what's next? What's next? So this is, you see, limitless, like now with the AI,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
going driven, totally driven to know, to see. And that's apparently the game.
And the power of propaganda, the power of the media, it's what makes our stories, right?
Yeah.
Makes more powerful. I mean, our world became different from maybe 30 or 50 years ago when the media was different. But all these terrifically important stories about idols and politicians is just propaganda, it's just media that we see in some TV or some film or heard from someone or read somewhere.
Here, wait a sec. Something is popping up. I love when Karl Renz is saying everything is business. Everything is business. So in a way, like it's just another beautiful story, of course. But in a way, it's always about power, me, and how, powerful I am, and money. And this is ruling the world, so to say. Look at
Yeah,
this, what's going on. I mean, this is stupidity at play. And that's why I love when Karlchen say, dum, dummer, am dümmsten. Stupid, more stupid, the most stupid, so in a way we can say, when this awareness kicks in, so the human body mind complex, it's already stupidity. you know
yeah,
and then it
yeah,
gets more stupid, never ending stupidity, and this I
yeah,
totally resonate with. And if
Mm,
you are not able to laugh about this whole thing, come on, you're really fucked.
yes. And the
yeah.
funny thing, that is very obvious when you think of about millions and millions of stories of different people, of stories about famous
Mhm.
people. But the funniest is the old story, the more futile or the more stupid, if you want, no? Because what's my story? What was my suffering? What was my worries? And that's pretended to be so important, and I am like this because of that. So futile and so meaningless that it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's full on suffering. So in a way, to keep up day after day after day after day, this story of me and my life, this is brutally hard work. This is so hard. This is so hard. And of course, I would say it's suffering. It's full on suffering. The whole
But you
time.
see, but you see that there is continuity. There is a process that goes on keeping this separation. And now we fall back to in the beginning of this meeting of karma and continuity. There is a continuity, a possible continuity to this sense of being separate, you know, and because it goes on,
Or
at least
not,
apparently.
or not, Gio, no, I don't see this continuity. That different flashes that appear or don't or doesn't in the story of me. Of course, there's a continuity. No,
No, not the story of me is is not no. What I want to say is that there is a mechanism in the mind that has this continuity, but it's not the story of a me, because there is no me. Not even the story has a continuity. What has continuity is the sense of being separate. That's all, period. There is a sense of being separate. period. Or there is no sense of being separate.
But for me, the sense of being separated is just another idea. It's
Yes,
nothing. I cannot say that I have the sense of being separate.
of
For
course
me,
not.
when you are saying you feel separate and Tony saying I don't feel separate, for me it's the same. There
Because
is
you are
nothing.
finished. Because you are finished already. For you, there is no way back. For you, separation is just a story. Of course, there is no real separation.
But there, Rosa, here and there, everywhere is not separation.
Everywhere, of course not. There is no real separation. It's
No.
like saying that I'm going to cross the river to the other side. But when you cross the river, there are no rivers and no sides. There is no sides. What are you going to cross?
In a
It's
way,
funny.
in the timeless immediacy of what is, you cannot say anything. It's just simply
Yeah.
timeless. You're not, there is no story. The story collapses. And it's so obvious that this is this, and you cannot say what this is. And you can say it's pizza, it's bubblegum, because you see that non-duality is just another label. There is no non-duality. And
Yeah.
and this is in a way then so obvious in everything we are telling our stories. No escaping the stories.
Yeah.
And that's the entertainment here, Tony. Celebration, full on.
Yes. There's no non-duality, of course. Of course, there is not.
And it's actually amazing, like how Tony
Yeah.
said, the joy just to hear someone speaking about this. Also,
Yeah.
like I remember when I saw Xander the first time, like the way he expressed himself, I was just like, wow, this is so beautiful, yeah.
Yeah,
And
but I still have this sense of criticism in myself. Sometimes I am unable to laugh. I am unable to see it as something funny, and I sort of become impatient.
Well,
It's
here as well, a lot of times I have not patience at all. I'm fed up, and that's enough. Lots of
totally,
times, but
totally, Gio.
happily, very happily. That's enough. I
But this is
can't stand this
but this is
energy. Blah, blah,
mm,
blah. No.
totally. Yeah, it's the same here. Like I'm very straight booming. Also, I had one kisses also from us to
What?
Gio's wife.
Vocês estão saindo?
Oh, Brazil. I love it. There is oh, I love it. But yeah, Tony here, totally. So here it's very direct. So here the filters, when the filters are not there, there is full on anger. Like today, I had to go to the store because in a way I saw that I bought stuff and I gave it back and you get the money in return. And I saw that the money is not there. And I thought that and the deal was to check my account, and if the account is wrong, to go there. And I already went there last week and said it's all good because I was misinterpreting the account. And now, accidentally, I saw, oh no, shoot, I just got it wrong. And now I went there, of course, combining my beautiful walk into the city, into the store. So it was a joy. But I was angry, I was angry because in a way they did the mistake and I spent so much time, but at the same time I was cracking up. And then I went to the woman, the cashier. She already knew me and the whole story. And I simply said to her, you know what? I'm angry. So I spent already 2 hours here the last week, and now this. So quick. I just want to show you, check you this, and this. And she wanted directly to say something. And I said to her, no, let me tell you my story here, and then you come. So I had no patience at all. But I said to her, hey girl, don't take it personally. For me it's a joke already. And she was like, okay. It's just like in a way, yeah. And most here, Gio, um I'm very straight and booming, no matter what. No matter what. I have no idea what kind of feeling emotion is going to pop in. Apparently, panic attacks are not popping out anymore. This is maybe a
You
change.
you just asked if she was my wife. No, she's my daughter.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Good, good, good. And and then I simply noticed that I cannot keep up this booming story, whether it's whatever we call bad feelings, heavy feelings. They come and they're seen through and go. But they boom out, they leave the system. They are going to come out.
Yes.
And of course we can make a story traumatized, I don't know what, but because of this openness, of this unbelievable openness, there is no way stuff not to come up. Shit is going to come up as long as I would say never ending shit coming up. But there is no heaviness in this because there is just a shit feeling. That's it.
Yes.
No
Yes.
issue
Yes.
with this. No
Yes.
issue with this.
And
And
this so to speak, bad feelings and feeling this, that's the suffering. But where is not the story link, these bad feelings are just energy, very similar to the body pain. It's a pain in the stomach. On this, there's a fear, but it's very, very similar. The boundary between them is not clear. This the pain in the body and this bad feeling when there's no story. And when you are free from stories, you see this energy, well, as pain. No, no, not different. And so energy that arises and disappears.
But
And
for
that's
instance,
on.
for instance, I had people working here a few days ago, and I knew that they were not doing the right thing. But then I started to feel, should I correct them, tell
of
them that this
course,
is not right?
Yes.
Well,
of course.
but Rosa, they were working here for a long time. And if I start fighting with them, it will bring consequences,
Exactly. And this is the point, Gio. And this is the point. So are you're in a way calculating. If I boom out now
Yeah.
and say, hey, I will just because you take it personal, it doesn't mean that they're going to take it personal. You know what I mean? You're going from you to the others. And this is what I say to you. I will never go like this way. I will go very openly, and just say it's not going to be brutal, like the example with my sister, right? And there are consequences, maybe not having any more contact. That's it. And here losing the guys who are working and maybe handymans, very hard to get new, right?
Yeah.
Sweetheart? Yeah, and that's it. And this is exactly, and so there is no choice already how Geo is going to boom out.
Yes, no choice, no choice.
No.
I'm not so
Perfection.
direct. I'm not so direct as Rosa is, no. And sometimes the doubts. What I have to do? I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. But this doubt is what happens. It's not. It's not
Mm,
any importance, no. Doubting
right.
Exactly.
happens.
You're beautiful, beautiful. Like in a way when you're, okay, this is not like beautiful example, Gio. This is not feeling so good here. I should do, but there is like this confronting thing, and but just this exactly. There is
Yes,
just
back
this,
and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and
and
forth.
then
Well,
in a way it resolves by itself as always. It
yes.
just plays
Mm,
out freely.
At the end,
And there
it's not.
again, in the directness of what is, there is no issue with no matter what. No matter what. No, not knowing now exactly what to do. Should I go or should I stay? Just this. Not being straight with just this. And then there is here very, very quickly when seeing such a thing, so to say, a laughter. Come
mm.
on.
The laughter.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah. It
laughter.
comes
Yeah.
quickly. It comes quickly, but not as a coping strategy, not to make the situation more bearable. Not like this. I'm
Mm,
in a way fucked. That's why I'm laughing. I'm in a way really sorry. Here
mm.
I'm not possible to take the proper decision. Let's be honest. It's impossible for me to take the proper decision. I don't know. I don't know.
There not exists such a thing, the proper
Yeah,
decision.
yeah, yeah.
Not
Of course, of course. But that's it. but the idea may come up like Geo. And this is in a way a very practical thing, you know? You can go with pro and contra, Geo, in this case. How fast can I get new guys? How bad is the work now, actually? You know, and yeah, whatever. It's yeah.
That may happen or not.
Let me throw something in. Maybe Kai, you want to say something to this? I actually very much also resonate with this silence, with the stillness. For me, the obviousness of what is and is not is very obvious when in a way, especially in those in these groups, meetings, whatever, there is nothing to say. But now here's the but, because I think like saying nothing is this already. Here it's of course no difference in saying something because the thoughts, ideas are not mattering. And even if they matter, there is no issue with this. And but in so-called spiritual circles, and like due to the Ramana, and I don't know, I'm not so much into this, they always go with this silence, right? Be still and know, right? Something like this. So I guess it's maybe oh, look at this. Hello. Hello. Cutie. Hello. Sweetheart. Beautiful. Hi.
Say something. I don't see. I don't
No,
see.
Gio muted himself.
Ah.
Gio, why are you muting yourself, sweetheart?
No, nobody was saying anything.
Okay. A silent baby.
Yeah, I
So,
think he was sleeping. Oh.
so yeah, what about, so a lot of people, I guess, are going into those silence practice, getting still, because in a way they simply see that, yeah, actually my thoughts, ideas, my beliefs are making me sick. And they try, of course, then to grab the mind and in a way to see that in a way just to calm down. And what is coming up when listening to this? Yeah, of course, it's just what's happening, resonating with silence until you don't anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some people need a certain dose of silence and others don't.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
order to calm down.
And
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
periods of life.
Yeah.
During a lot of time, I was used to silence and meditation as
Me
well.
too. Me too. I can
But
remember
now,
totally.
well, the other day, well, let's go to sit down, straight, calm down, to breathe in, silent,
Beautiful.
both meditating about the Sephirot of the tree of the life of the Jewish tradition, Kabbalah, amazing, Keter, Chokmah, was amazing another time. I
Yeah.
was used to do this during a lot
Okay.
of time,
Okay. But
silence,
now this was
meditation.
but now
Now it's not, I don't remember. That's
I
okay.
I love the freedom of doing. I love the freedom of spending time in silence, which I do every morning, and then and the freedom to go crazy sometimes. I just I'm a living contradiction. I mean, I love the polarity. You know, silence in the morning and in the evening, I dance like a madman. Yeah, I mean, that for me is, you know,
beautiful.
plenitude, plenitude. Yeah.
Beautiful. It balances itself out.
Oh, yeah, it balances itself
Yeah.
out. Absolutely. Yeah.
I can remember when I was like again here with Sarah. I can remember when I was younger, I was simply like really like I felt like mind fucked. It was horrible. Too many thoughts at once, like driving me crazy. So not really like feeling that I'm going, but it was pain in the ass, like so to say. And I could not see it like this. And I had no, and the only thing I resonated with, I was so grateful for this, was just to be aware of what's going on in the moment.
Mhm.
So in a way to calm down the mind.
Mhm.
This was such a relief, like therapy, you can say. But I just found it in a book. And I saw, oh yeah, simple. Simple. And then I continued to do it by myself, of course, just because I loved it. Here's the freedom just to do whatever I want to do, and my parents were always supporting me to be exactly as I am, which is beautiful, a great gift.
Lucky you.
Lucky, I know, Tony, I know,
Mm.
it's unbelievable, lucky me. And not even. And in a way, I just continued with walking meditation, with a lot of silence, not listening to radio, not watching TV, in a very, very young age, and not being able to deal with the stress, not anymore being able to go to school. I was in 11th grade already, quitted school, and just in a way had this eating disorder. Right now, the story comes together, and my parents simply left me to do whatever I felt to do, and this was silence. And then I can imagine booming back into life. Of course, no choice. Life gets you back someday. Like it was a shock for the system again with radio, you know. So you start a job, whatever, and but you're here, the sensitivity thing. You're just able to bear it, more or less, so to say. And this is, you see here, you see like how amazingly beautiful the story plays, and no way to control the show. Zero, zero. So I can only say I was close to dying, like the body, because of this eating disorder, we can say. There was no choice, and there was nothing I could do. No wrong, no right. Just life playing itself. Of course, we can say life is always going to go for life, pro life, and not contra. And there is a survival mechanism. Oh no, I could see a lot of stories where the children are dying here in this wealthy society. Very intelligent people dying because of starving. Why are you starving? Why? Tell me. Well, I don't know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, you know, this psychological pain, suffering, and trying to avoid it, to escape it, trying to kill yourself, actually. And meditation is for me actually really like a thing. You simply want to disappear. You simply want to be not to be there. Like again, this natural feeling of knowing, yeah, I know it's simple. I know there is no me already. And it's very obvious when there is simply nothing happening.
I never did meditation whatsoever, but I read certain books, and that's the silence for me. For
Beautiful.
instance, like Longchenpa, or some time ago, Krishnamurti, or texts that I somehow they. It's almost like a meditation, I suppose.
And here back to
Yeah.
the saying, everything is meditation. Yeah, Gio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kai, sorry.
Yeah. For me, reading is meditation actually, and yeah, Longchenpa, Krishnamurti, they both resonate a lot with me, of course. Yeah. So yeah.
That there are a lot of people who love those you just mentioned, and
Yeah.
I, for example, wasn't reading at all, at all. I just read those simple bloomy sentences of Thich Nhat Hanh, planting a smile,
Yeah.
breathe in,
Once
breathe out. That's it.
a journalist started once a journalist interviewed Jiddu Krishnamurti, and the first question I think was, "So what, sir? What do you believe in?" And Krishnamurti immediately said, "I don't believe in anything."
Which is just
Of
another
course.
belief.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
No. Why? I
Why
mean, he
not?
has to. Well, why not? But he has to use words, right? I mean, he
Yeah.
could remain silent. Yeah,
I
right,
know, I
right.
know.